Okay, so for this question, we are asked to determine, we're given like a quadratic equation that looks like a quadratic equation, and then we are asked to solve for x if that equation is given to be greater than a 0, right? So, okay, this is a normal quadratic equation. Plus 4, and then we set that to be greater than or 0. And then, okay, we factor that out. And I can think of a 3. Okay. And a 4 there. Okay. So we're looking for, yeah, okay. You can use your quadratic formula to, to get your factors here, or you could just run straight to your calculator. It's no big deal. So, okay. And then our critical values here turn out to be x equals positive 1 over 3. If we have a negative there, then our critical value will be a positive. If we have a positive, then our critical value will be negative. So that's no big deal. I'm sure most of you know that. And then now we place our critical. I'm going to place my critical values on a number line here. Okay. 4 over 3 is greater than, of course, it's greater than a 1 over 3. And then we have 0 somewhere here. Okay, it doesn't really matter where you place them. So let's just use our calculator for that to test our critical values. So we're going to test for values that are less than 1 over 3, that are between 1 over 3 and a 4 over 3, and for values that are greater than our 4 over 3. So that's always the situation when you're testing out when you're working with inequalities. Okay, so I always like to use a 0 whenever I can, but that's totally up to you. You can use whatever you want. Okay, so we do this here, open circles, to indicate that this is actually open. If we had an equal sign there, if we had the option of an equal sign, then that would be shaded. Our circles would be shaded. Okay, so if you don't have an equal sign in the inequality, then leave your circles open. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So we square that, and then we subtract our 15 plus 4. So that gives us a positive answer. Remember, we're only interested in the signs, not really the. So okay, I'm gonna use a 2 over 3 there. For values that lie between the two critical values. You can use any value that tickles your fancy. That doesn't really matter. So okay, we get a negative there, and then let's see what we get there. For values that are greater than 4, so we get a positive there. Remember, we're looking for positive values, for values that are positive, that give us a positive answer, and these are those values. So that means our final answer for this question is x is less than 1 over 3, or x is greater than 4 over 3. And that is your final answer.